Alright, here we go. Man in the Basement, episode, I have no idea, 13 maybe. So, there has been an overwhelming call of concern to the basement, to the man in the basement. First of all, thank you for all, do I have a tagline? Oh yeah, welcome to the basement. I am the based man. You're always welcome here. So thank you so much. But yeah, there's been an overwhelming, as I say this, I get a call right now. This is crazy. I just started this call thing. Hello, you were on the Man in the Basement with the Bass Man. How are you today? I'm alright, hold on. Let me put you on speaker. Give me a second. There we go. Alright, yes. I literally just opened the show and I was saying we got, people interested and stuff. So, what's your name? Where you from? What are you calling about? Let me jack up the volume. I don't think the listeners can.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Alright, now you should be good.
Hi, well, I'm calling because I don't know, I'm sure you're aware of what's going on in the school system.
That was the topic we were just addressing.
Oh my God.
You sound great, by the way. Hold on. I got to jack you up a little bit. There we go. Guys, this is the first time call-in show we've had. So, what's your name, young lady? Where you from?
I am from Glendale, and my name is May.
May, okay.
I'm a parent of 2 kids, and I have noticed that things are just getting worse and worse with our school district. Glendale used to be a really good school district, and now everything that they're teaching, all the teachers, everything, they're just pushing this woke agenda, and there's nothing the parents can do about it.
So, would you say, May, that the parents kind of handicapped by the administration, or?
We go to the school board meetings. There's a site on Instagram that it's called GUSD Parent Voices. There's recordings of all the parents going to complain, to talk, and nothing is being done by it. And instead, the school board are making the parents like we are threatening them, and that we are the ones that need to be controlled.
I completely understand. It's almost, would you say, like what I don't understand is the parents. It's your child, right? That So like, what are some of the decisions? What are some of the hot button issues that you parents are pushing on?
There's books in the library that are talking about how kids should pleasure themselves. And
disgusting.
This is like
absolutely disgusting.
At middle school, and then so when one of the parents went to the school board with the book and read some of the pages, because one of school board members were like, "Oh, you can stop there. We don't want to hear it." It's like, and then so I'm like, everyone was saying, "So if you don't want to hear this, why is this in our son's or daughter's school?" And it's still there. And now instead of them trying to help with take that away, they are reporting in the media that the parents want other books taken out, like books about puberty, normal books. Like I'm fine with having books about teaching kids about puberty, but that's not the books we're talking about.
Yeah, May, I am 100% on your page with this. It almost seems like a communist agenda. We're gonna do this. Keep the parents out. Separate the parents from the kids. I don't know. There's a lot of ways to go about this, but that is disgusting in my opinion. And as a parent, how do you feel? Do you feel like handicapped? Do you feel trapped? Do you feel defenseless? Do you feel like what's the alternative to this behavior? Like, who's on your side is what I'm asking.
There's nothing. I've tried everything. I even tried to express my concern to the media. I even expressed my concern to the Next Page site where I'm sure you know what what's it called, Nextdoor, the Nextdoor site.
Yeah, sure.
And telling people what's going on.
I'm in a basement. I know it all. I see everything.
And instead of me, okay, I got a lot of support, but there's from the people on that store. But I also got a lot of bullying on the people from next door, telling me that I'm a liar.
I hate that.
Telling me, teachers are good, and how dare I say this about the teachers, and all these bad, and telling me that I need to take that post down. Like, what are you? I don't understand. What is all this like aggression? All I'm reporting is like, hey, concerned parent, and I'm like just stating what is going on. And
how dare you?
They're telling me to take it down.
Yeah. Let me tell you something, May. These people have an agenda. Now, a lot of the man in the basement people don't know. The man in the basement actually taught. I taught in Japan. I taught in New York. I taught all over the world. Teachers are the most arrogant, self-serving dipshits you'll ever meet in your life. I've worked in entertainment. I've been on television. I've been in movies, modeling, all that stuff. We all know that. The most arrogant person I ever met was a teacher. And
really?
Absolutely. And there was actors I just couldn't be on set with. There was comedians I couldn't do shows with. There was a lot of stuff. But the most arrogant person I couldn't be in a room with was a teacher. And they were exactly... And I'm so sorry, May, that you have such a small echo chamber. I mean, you took it to the news, you took it to the Post, you took it everywhere. And now your biggest voice is in you're in a basement. You're in a basement with me. And that is the biggest voice you're going to get for a while. My 30 subscribers, hey, who knows where this can go. But at least you're a mother and you're fighting back. And I'm so glad you called into the show, because I really wanted to... That was the whole topic of the show, is the arrogance of these teachers, these arrogance of these lawyers. It's just ridiculous. Like, and then you stand up for yourself. You put 10 toes down and you stand up for yourself, and they silence you. And I want to know, like, how did that feel? Like, did anyone have your back? Did anyone side with? Did anyone?
Yeah, there's some parents who. I mean, there's a lot of the Armenian parents who sided with me, but they just call us racist. They call us racist.
How are you racist? What race are you, May?
They call it bigots. Because they're saying how we have transphobia and whatever phobia and all this other stuff, but it has nothing to do.
I have transphobia. I'll be the first to admit I have transphobia. I mean, keep them the fuck away from me. No, I'll probably get canceled for that. But that's their defense. That's their armor, is accusing you of stuff you have never done or anything you've ever done. They always want to put that mantle on you to diffuse you from exposing the truth. And you're just exposing the truth, And
we know one thing I heard recently is that one of the hospitals is trying to open up what do they call it? A department for trans kids. That's not what they called it, but like a department for kids that are transitioning, and they're looking for funding, and all the teachers, they have teachers that are sending kids their way, and there's a connection with them getting funding, and the more kids they get, or something like that.
Oh my God. Yeah, I do not deny it at all. I don't know what the hell happened, May. If I was a 10-year-old boy back in 1990, 1989, 1990, whatever it was, and I told my mother I want to be a Ninja Turtle living in a sewer in New York doing karate, and I want to chop my penis off, she would have... I mean, come on. Now they have departments for this stuff in academia, and I mean, I hate the word academia, by the way. I think that is the most soft word in a lexicon that you can find. Academia. You're not an academic. You studied basket weaving. You're an idiot.
teachers aren't like they used to be. Before, I used to trust teachers and think that they were good and, you know, was looking out for the welfare of kids. But these days, honestly, I think teachers are evil.
Demonic. You could even go as far as say demonic. I'll probably get canceled and kicked off YouTube for saying that. But like I said, I worked in the industry, May. And they think they're a superstar. They think they're a Kardashian. They think they're like Brad Pitt. They think they're hotshots. And their audience is, unfortunately, and I regret to say this, your children.
Yeah,
and the
I know.
more...
That's what's scary.
Yes. And nobody wants to talk about that. And you are the first person, actually, because most of my friends who have children don't want to talk about it. They ignore it or they deny it. But at least you're taking it toe-to-toe, nose-to-nose, head-to-head. You're seeing it what it is. These people, and most of them, you don't have to chime in on this one. I'll take this one. Most of them, if not all, are liberal women. And they want your boys, your sons, to be effeminate or weak or soft. You know, I grew up watching
Why?
Do you agree with me or you disagree with me? You can go.
I agree, but that's like, it's crazy. Why? Why do they want that?
Soft men make for hard times. And nobody really realizes that, you know? You know, man, I'm so...
What are they getting out of it? What are they getting out of it?
They get, you know, to be honest, that's a great question. This could be a show on its own. You know what they get out of it? They get to brag to their friends how they beat up a little boy. That's what, honest to God, I saw it for myself, how they emasculated a little boy and made him, oh, he was into Army and Navy stuff, now he's into My Little Pony. I did that. I created that.
That's sick.
Isn't it? I agree with you. I've seen it myself. Oh, they want him to go protest for Palestine, protest for gay rights. I was like, when I was a little kid, I was playing with Tonka trucks and, you know, skinning my knees on a bicycle and learning, you know, they don't like that. They hate that. And it's women. I hate to, actually, you know what? I'm in a basement. What the hell do I care? I have plenty of money. I don't care. I don't care what anyone thinks of me. I have my 30 subscribers. But, May, I tell you what, man, they're going to try to turn your boy into a little girl. I swear to God.
It's like they're creating an army. They're trying to create an army.
Jeffrey Dahmer tried to create an army, and they persecuted him. But, okay, you do it within the school. See, they work within the systems. They work within the school system, the judicial system, the government system. They're not like you and I. You walk down the street, you see a dude, you know, putting a kid in a wig. You punch him out, right? Or you fight him. They don't do that. They call that art. They call that you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'll let you take it because you're the mom. I'm just a street. Yeah, I'm just a man in the basement, man. I'm just, you know, but I've seen it all, I've done it all, and I tell it all. So
I think that there's a bigger agenda that is happening right now because even before, do you know anything about like the history of the Nazis? Before Hitler, while Hitler was trying to, you know, take over whatever he was doing, he started with the teachers.
Oh yeah.
He got to the teachers, and then he started to, you know, have the teachers teach this stuff. And this is exactly what it sounds like what they're doing now. Like if you look
indoctrination.
The history of how he became who he is, it started with the teachers. He made them teach what he wanted to teach, and it just sounds so familiar to me. What's going on? It's like psychological warfare.
May, you 100% nail on the head. Absolutely correct. It's no different. You know, like I do the show with Lou, the other guy. The more things change, the more they remain the same. History repeats itself, and it's the same playbook. Liberals have always used the same playbook, and it just hasn't gone away. And unfortunately, now it's more prevalent than ever, and it's affecting your children, future children. I mean,
the world.
Yeah. So what? Your son wants to play with G.I. Joe characters? He's a monster? I mean,
they're just you know what? It's just crazy with everything, because like even with what's going on, like the Jewish people now. It's like what happened with Hitler and the Jews. Look, it's happening with the Jews now again.
100%. The Night of Shattered Glass is coming back. And I warn all my Jewish friends, I stand with Israel, obviously.
So do I.
You look at all these gays for Palestine. They kill you in Palestine. What the hell are you doing? So yeah, it's just.
What's going on? Like are they retarded or something?
I think it's demonic, and I'm not joking, May. It's either some type of demonic possession or just soft brain cells, because you literally can't see the forest through the trees. What they're doing to the Jews, they're going to do to you. Like, once they're done with the Jews, they're gonna, and you're standing there with your watermelon flag? That's gonna defend you? Like, what are you talking about?
Well, it's gonna happen to the people who don't follow what they want you to follow.
Yeah, no, and unfortunately that's us, man. Like,
I know.
I don't want you.
What are we gonna do?
I'm gonna run for office. I think the man in the basement. I have relatively clean hands, I guess. I don't know. I didn't kill anybody. I'm not a Clinton. I didn't kill anybody. Clinton anybody. Oh, this will get this show shut down real quick. This will probably never make it to air, May. But yeah, I don't know. I just gotta fight, man. I just gotta keep fighting. Like, your children and yourself, and who's gonna defend you? You know, you sound like a lovely woman with concerns, and unfortunately, nobody's gonna fight for you.
No one is.
No one is.
Okay, let me tell you this story. So now my son is in a private school, right?
Uh-huh.
I put him in private school, and they're even trying to infiltrate the private school system. And this is what I'm talking about, okay? So one of his teachers started to teach these subjects in the classroom, and when they're not supposed to. And then, so I guess the kids told the principal, and the principal sent out an email to everyone, all the parents, saying that this happened, that this teacher was trying to teach this kind of stuff, and then they fired him.
Wow.
And he was like not teaching what he was supposed to teach, but instead teaching that.
I'm gonna make it real, May. Thank you for sharing that. As a person, like, in between acting gigs, comedy gigs, I would just go off season. I would write some stuff and take a break, and then, like, during the scamdemic, where we all got that phony vaccine. Well, I hope you didn't. You don't have to incriminate, but yeah, I hope you didn't. That whole thing was a sham. I'll say it. But yeah, I was teaching, and I was teaching. Okay, World War I. World War II, Korean War, you know, like whatever, or, Revolution and the Foundation of America, and Harriet Beecher Stowe, and like literature, you know, Ernest Hemingway. And then they were like, teach BLM. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, BLM? Like, whoa, you know, like, they pushed BLM on these kids so hard. And I was like,
why?
They wanted the kids to go to marches. They wanted the kids to get vaccinations. And I was like, these kids, they should be learning, like, okay, Jackie Robinson, you know, the first black baseball player. That's more relevant. Okay, cool. You know, someone more. Martin Luther King. Okay, that's fine. No, we're going to teach George Floyd. I'm like, what do you do? Why? So I just want to say, May, I'm so glad you're like the first adult parent I've talked to that shares similar views. And I'm really sorry you don't have more people like having your back and standing up. You live in southern Los Angeles. It's a tough sell, I understand. But what would you like, if there's anything you can tell, what would you like?
Anything I would want to say?
Yeah.
To who?
To this audience, to California, to I have listeners across the world, really. So, as a parent, as a mother, as a concerned citizen, is there anything more you want to say?
Mm-hmm. I do. Okay. No matter if you don't like something that the school is doing, or you don't find it appropriate, no matter if everyone in your school feels the opposite and you're the only one, you should still say something. Because if you keep quiet, by keeping quiet, you also are just approving what they're doing. And even if you know that nothing's going to happen from what you say, and you should still say it. And I have an example because one of my friends has a child in the La Cañada school district, and some of the homework, this is I think in eighth grade or ninth grade, they took home. It's the homework that they brought home was teaching them about stuff like this, right? And so my friend was like, okay, complaining to me, like, why are they teaching them this kind of stuff? And I have to sign for it. And I'm like, what do you mean you have to sign for it? So he actually had to sign it. He's like, well, I'm not going to sign it. I go, don't sign the homework, right? And he's like, no, but then if I don't sign it, then she won't get graded, and then she's going to get an F.
Bullying. That is classic bullying.
Right. So then I'm thinking, so by him signing it, it's him approving it. But then if he doesn't approve it or sign it, then his child won't get graded for that homework assignment that he doesn't think that they should be learning.
That's a carrot on the stick, May. That's a carrot on the stick.
Another thing, so another friend of mine has a child also in La Cañada, and he was saying how he didn't approve what they're teaching. And I go, why don't you say something? And he said, well, what? So then, my child could be the one that everyone bullies, and then or they're going to say, oh yeah, your dad is like racist or whatever it is. So he's also letting it go because he's afraid that his child is going to be bullied and it's going to come back to him, which he doesn't want his child to have, like bad negative attention.
Oh,
he is just going along with everyone again. So what I'm trying to say is, don't do that. Don't just go along with it because you're afraid.
May, what you're saying is insanely correct. And if you're not familiar with La Cañada, it's a lot of Asian people, and they're great people, terrific people, but they love grades. And they love A's, they love seeing A's and 4.0s and all that stuff. But what May is saying is 100% right. It's like, you got to sacrifice the grade to do what's right. And it's a sticky pickle to put yourself in, I would say. But no, you can't. Look, I wish I could give you better advice, but I would say just keep doing what your heart tells you. You're doing the right thing. And these people are obsessed with grades. And these teachers are bullies. They're fundamental bullies. If you don't do this homework assignment, you're going to get an F. Oh crap, okay, I'll do the homework assignment about how George Floyd was the greatest civil rights leader of the 21st century. Okay. Did he stab a pregnant woman? Yeah. Did he, rob people? Yeah. Did you fentanyl? Yeah. No, but he was great. He got killed by a cop. Okay, he was the drug. And
Bad cop.
Man, I wish I could go to school with you. Man, we would get tossed out in a heartbeat. I tell you what, they would. And that's the other thing too with the police. I love the police. I have respect for the police. But for God's sakes, police, stop standing up for these cowardly politicians and school representatives. They're the worst. They're the worst. You know.
Defund the police, remember?
Oh God, yeah, that was a great idea, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Defund the police. I'm sitting outside my house with a shotgun, smoking cigarettes to stay awake, so I don't get vandalized in the middle of the night. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, yeah, liberal California. Appreciate that.
Well, you know, I bought a sign that says, "No trespassing, or I will shoot, or you will be shot." Okay, so I put that sign in front of my house. I'm not even joking, because I wanted to look like intimidating. I wanted my house to look intimidating to like.
Sure, of course.
You know, I have gotten talked to by 5 neighbors already. Just another one this morning telling me that they don't like my sign.
Okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing. That is, I love the sign. I respect it. I want to say it was about right around the height of all that stuff. I was buying like traps to put around my perimeter. So if anyone stepped on my property, they got like, you know, the wolf trap, like the, And then I stopped because I was like, what if a raccoon steps in it, or, you know, like an actual animal? Then I'd feel bad. So I you know, like if a bear stepped in, I'd feel bad. So I didn't do it. But what you're talking about, your sign, those people have no idea until it happens, until it comes to their doorstep. And then they're like, oh, I'll shoot mine, you know. These are I grew up in a tough neighborhood, and it just all went to hell. You know, everyone's just a pansy, for a better word. But when it happens to them, when they get assaulted, when they get attacked, I don't know if you watched one of my earlier episodes when I was talking about the Asian assault.
Yeah, I have. I just see that one.
And how that upset me so. And people were making jokes about it. And I was like, this isn't funny. You know, predominantly older women getting attacked by black men. And they never said black men. They always said males, males, males.
Right.
You know, and it's just like, okay. The only joke to be made, and there is really no joke, and it's not funny, but the only joke I ever made was, why did you make a movie called Crazy Rich Asians? And it was like, you really put the bullseye on your back with that one, you know?
Okay, but that's just a movie.
Yeah, it was about, no, it was a stupid joke. And that came out like 2018. But it was just like, God, you know, Asians, smarten up. Like, you guys are really great. But I don't know, man. People are just opportunists out here, and they're always gonna just seek the easiest prey, and can't get me in the basement.
Okay, so like we're back to the sign thing.
I know,
You
sorry.
think there's nothing wrong with the sign, right?
I have no problem with the sign, and to be honest with you, if somebody ever came onto my property and told me to take down my Trump flag or take down my, you know, American flag, I'd probably be in jail. Because nobody comes on my property that I paid for top dollar and tells me what to do. And these neighbors should have egg on their face and shame. Who are they to tell you what to do?
Upset? I don't understand. It's not. Why are they so upset?
It's a liberal mentality. Like, people hate this show. I get a lot of hate emails, and they say,
That's great.
Did you say that's great?
You know, you're doing good.
Yeah, I'm sure they're jealous of my looks. But No, they say like you sound too angry, and it's not that I'm angry. I'm just being real. Like I wish I didn't have to sound angry.
Annoying. It's like it's annoying, right?
Yeah, right.
It's frustrating.
But you're watching the show and you're hating me the whole time you're watching the show, and I'm like, okay.
Then don't watch it.
Yeah, right. But the reason why they hate your signs is you're literally holding the mirror up to their face and you're saying, this is not a safe time we're in. This is not a safe place we're in. And I have children that I love. And if you do step on my property, I will blast a hole right fucking down your skull. And they don't like that. They want to put up the pride flag. They want to put up the we love men love boys flag. Oh, okay, that's acceptable. You kidding me?
Well,
I'd take a chainsaw to that flag.
You know, what's funny is, as I was talking to my coworker about this, and I was asking her, so yeah, what did you think something's wrong with my sign? And she's like, well, no, it's not like you had a MAGA sign there or something like that. And I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
And she compared that sign to a MAGA sign.
Yeah. And what if you did? Who cares? Like, what? Yeah, no, I now I see your comparison. Yeah. But they'll put out a Palestinian flag out in front of their house, and that stands for the eradication of Jews and terrorism. Okay, that's acceptable? No.
Yep.
No. I'd much as sure rip that up than step on my property and I'll shoot you. We're living in a bizarre, upside down, turned up world.
Yep.
Where terrorists are getting parades. We're parading terrorists. Mm-hmm. What in the hell is that?
And did you hear about what happened at the White House yesterday?
They threw smoke bombs or something? Or
Yeah. All these people went to the White House and with smoke bombs and protesting all around the White House about Palestine. What the hell? These are the people who want to kill us.
They want to kill us. They throw smoke bombs at the White House. They're walking away free. January 6th, 2020, a bunch of guys, men and women, just express their rights. They're still in jail. They're still in jail. It makes no sense to me whatsoever.
Why aren't the conservatives trying to get them out?
I don't know.
Aren't doing anything.
I have one friend. Shout out to Mike Nasa. I probably shouldn't use his full name, but I talk to him every night, and I can't put my head around it. Why are we always the victim? But we just accept it. I hate accepting it. When I was teaching, there was no production going on, no comedy, all the clubs are closed, everything. And they were teaching kids to protest BLM. They were pushing BLM on kids. And I was like, I'm trying to teach Mark Twain. I was just trying to do something. And it was all on Zoom. And we'd have these teacher meetings, and they were like, yeah, we gotta march for George Floyd. I was like, what, the guy that stabbed a woman? Nah, I'm good with that. And then I got fired. And then, well, I'm not going to say, but you know how that went. But yeah. I tell you, May.
That's not right. But that's what's happening everywhere.
But I got to tell you, May, I am so relieved, satisfied, and overwhelmed that there is a woman like you standing up, because you are few and far beyond. And I got to tell you, thank you for calling into the basement.
Well, thank you for taking my call.
No, yeah, I have dozens on hold. Don't worry about that. But I'd like to hear from you again, and please let us know if there's anything you want to promote, plug, support. If you want me to run for office, let me know. I can run for.
You should run for office.
I have a big voice and I'm tall. I'm like 6'2", 2.5. But my problem is I have an anger issue. I lose my patience. Like I can't play. You know, I'm liable to punch somebody in the mouth. You know, that's my problem. That's why I'm in a basement.
You shouldn't then.
At this point, May, we're swirling down the toilet bowl. At this point, maybe it's gonna take a right hook to get us out of here. Yeah.
We need more people. We need to start the resistance.
I believe so. I believe you're on something, and I think it's gonna start. It has to start sooner than later. Deacon Cassidy, the man in the basement, he's actually thinking of starting his own school. So if you would like your children to enroll, you know, tell other parents. It's strictly reading, writing, arithmetic, law, judgment, government, you know, that stuff. No politics.
Go look into that and see what kind of credentials you need to get that going.
You know they'd shut me down in a heartbeat. They'd be like, oh, a straight white guy trying to teach kids? Get rid of him.
Well, seriously, you should really look into that, and you don't have to be the face of the project. You know, you can get someone else.
She's like, actually, get a better looking guy. Yeah. No. No, what do you mean? Get like a gay, like Asian guy? Oh, I see. But yeah, no. I'm gonna listen to this back. This has been a great episode, and I'm definitely gonna look into it. How old is your son?
12.
So he'd be kind of headed into high school a little bit. Yeah.
He'll be in 7th grade the coming school year.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Just keep a close eye on him, May, and just keep doing what you're doing. Keep asking questions. Keep raising concerns, and if you ever need me, you know where to find me. I'll throw the number up. Deacon Cassidy 00013@gmail.com.
I will be listening, and I will be calling back for sure.
I'm not gonna let you down. I guarantee. I'm not like Gavin Useless. Yeah, I know. I'll probably see you out somewhere, you know, and you'll probably be like, "Oh, that's the man." Oh, okay. Feel free to come up and say hi.
Okay.
But yeah, thank you so much for the call. And so this was the school system episode. May, any final words?
Any what?
Final words?
Oh.
To the parents. Talk to the parents. Parents, keep your kids close.
What?
Tell the parents what you would want parents, you know, keep an eye on your kids. Keep an eye
on your kids, and may God be with you.
Oh, wow. Love it. Love it.
Okay.
All right, Meg.
It was great talking to you.
You too. God bless.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye-bye. Well, there you have it. That was a phenomenal episode with May, and I agree with everything she said. So it ran longer. I thought our first phone call would be like 5 minutes, but I hope the camera picked this up. But like I said, always hit up Deacon Cassidy 00013@gmail.com. I don't know what to say. Great episode. Thank you. Peace.